Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
Okay, Cedric, we're talking the wildfires tonight, and we're talking inversion back home here in Utah.
Yeah, you know, in the summertime, we were talking about the inversion, and the problem we had was the winds were coming out of the south and west, so it blew a lot of the smoke from the wildfires in California into the Beehive State. But this time, now that we're in the wintertime, the winds are going out of the north and east, and so that's helping to spread the fires towards the coast and then spreading the smoke off towards the south and east, so we don't have to deal with that. But yes, they're still dealing with the critical fire danger out towards the west in California today, and that will continue into tomorrow. But notice, here's some good news. Instead of seeing a large area outlined in this particularly dangerous red flag warning, we're just dealing with a very small area here north and west of Los Angeles itself, closer towards Palmdale. So that's some good news, I guess, if you're looking for some in terms of the fire relief that's showing up there. It's also, again, as I mentioned, notice most of the smoke here with these fires are really starting to dissipate for now, but there will likely be some that will start to spread towards the east here between Palmdale and California City as we go throughout tomorrow. But again, that will stay well away from us. But we have our own problems to deal with when it comes to the air quality here, and that is the inversion. You see plenty of that haze showing up here over the Salt Lake Valley from the Ensign Peak camera. As we go into tomorrow, we're going to be looking at that moderate concern here from Logan all the way down towards Provo in that code yellow, so keep that in mind. To escape that, you got to get into the higher elevations here as you get over into the Uintas and over towards portions of eastern Utah. But for most of the Wasatch Front, especially from north to south towards Utah County, we're going to deal with that moderate air quality problem once again. Temperatures this afternoon actually climbed a little above normal in spots today. Got up to 42 degrees in Salt Lake City, 54 for a high temperature today in St. George, but only 37 in Logan, 35 in Provo. So there's your inversion starting to show up there. And then temperatures into the low 40s as you made your way towards Castle Country. Out there right now, we are continuing to cool down, sitting at a balmy 30 degrees in Salt Lake City, but 24 in Provo, 20 in Heber, 27 in Ogden, 25 Logan. We've got 18 in Milford, 20 in Emory, 18 in Escalante, and 37 degrees currently in St. George. So again, those temperatures are cooling down. They'll continue to cool down tonight into the teens and 20s out there for us, with mostly clear skies and hazy conditions. It's all about that high pressure. Everything is going up and around high pressure. We know that pattern. It seems to be a stubborn pattern this season here across most of the area, the western half of the country at least. But notice by tomorrow evening, we're going to start to look off towards the north and west. You're going to tap into some of that Arctic air, and that's going to slide south and east, and it makes its way into the area by Friday, first giving us a chance of a few scattered snow showers. But the bigger story is not going to be the snow showers. It's going to be the big Arctic plunge that happens behind this system, and we'll get a reinforcing shot of colder air coming in on the backside of that as we kick off the beginning of next week. So let's kind of break down the need to know basis here when it comes to this Arctic blast heading our way. The front itself arrives Friday afternoon into Friday evening, bringing us some scattered snow showers overnight Friday into Saturday morning. Again, accumulations will be very minor as this system is just not going to have a ton of moisture to work with. But the bigger story, the below freezing days, the several in a row that could be occurring as we go throughout the end of the weekend heading into next week. And we're talking morning low temperatures in the single digits and teens for many areas. So definitely the coldest air of the season so far. Scattered snow shower chances come in late Friday night into Saturday. We'll have another chance of squeezing out a few flurries as that true Arctic air reinforcement shot comes on in. But take a look at these forecasted temperatures from the computer models by the time we get towards Sunday morning. Yeah, it's showing single digits. Now, I'm not going that cold with the official forecast yet, but it shows you the potential with this Arctic air mass building in. And check out these wind chills well below zero potentially as we get towards your Sunday morning and beyond. So stay tuned for more on that. St. George, we got mid-50s for your Thursday. We'll stay in the 50s all the way through about Saturday. And then after that, we drop down, struggling to get out of the 30s by the time we get towards the beginning of next week. That's in St. George, the Wasatch Front. Of course, we're talking highs that are going to be only in the 20s there, with lows potentially in the single digits in spots. So, yeah, some changes are on the way. Get the firewood together. If you got one of those good fireplaces, this is finally fireplace season.